Procedures?
Emergency procedures. We got all kinds of skydivers out there that we need to be cognizant of, but normally at 200 feet we have enough altitude to make a 180 and come back. And if we do, I'm going to make that 180 to the left. Below that, at 100 feet, we can make a 90-degree turn. Again, I'll go to the left. I'll show you some alternate landing spots as we take off here. So,
okay.
All right. So
that's it then.
Okay. If you want to follow me on the controls, I'll do the takeoff.
All right.
All right. So we're going to put the stick kind of in the middle here. Going to give the wing runner a thumbs up over there. So give him a thumbs up. Okay. We're going to clear left and right. Make sure no one's around us.
Okay.
It looks good. So I'll give him the 3 rudder wags. 2. And he waves back so that you know that he got the signal. Now, we're just going to keep the wings level and put it in a normal flying attitude. When it's ready to take off, it's going to take off before the tow plane does. So I'll get the skid out of the dirt. Oh, there's a rock. So I got the skid out of the dirt. Put it in our normal flying attitude right here. And just wait. And now we're flying. And we're waiting for the tow plane. While we're doing this, we hold it close to the ground because our great big wing has a lot more effect and force than that little tiny horizontal stab, and we could lift his tail up and drill his nose in the ground. Okay? As we go along here, I'm keeping my eyes on the horizon, keeping his wheels on the horizon. Now, alternate landing spots. We have the field right in front of us here if we need to. Okay. We have other open areas off to the left. We have the other one off to the right. Otherwise, I wouldn't typically go to the right, but it's available there if we need to. Okay. We're at 100 feet. Got the jump plane coming in. 150 feet. Here's 200. Now, there's other alternates out there. You can see there's a beach out over there to our right. All sorts of places we can go to. Anyway, I need to watch the tow plane rather than looking out and point things out. I got out of position. So what I'm doing is this. We're just formation flying with him right here. But this is the hardest skill to learn out of the whole thing because it is formation flying with 2 dissimilar aircraft. We're about a second and a half, 2 seconds behind him at this speed. So when we see him bump, we know we're going to do the same thing in about that time. So he went down, now we just went down. Right. Coming up, there we go up. Okay, he's making his turn, so we'll wait that second and a half, and I match his bank angle, and we follow him through the turn. Proportional to the stick, is it? Yeah, the more stick you use, the more rudder you need to use. Okay. Now you're turning left, but you're using the stick to the right. Well, I'm using the stick to the right to keep our bank angle to where it needs to be, and the reason being is that the outside wingtip is traveling faster than the inside wingtip, so it's generating more lift. Okay. In a bank, once you make the turn with the stick, don't you take it back to center position? You want to put it back in the middle, yeah? Okay. Because what turns the plane is what they call a horizontal component of lift. When we bank the plane over one way or the other, the wing actually pulls us through the turn. It's not the rudder. Right, the rudder is just streamlining the plane. Exactly. Yeah. In following the tow plane, staying a little bit above him, although it looks like we're a little bit below. What I'm trying to do is if you look at his wheel, I'm trying to keep his wheels on the horizon. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the tow plane. I'm looking at the horizon beyond the tow plane. And he hit some lift, so I'm going to hit it. There it is. It'll bring me up to him. Now I overshot because I was talking. But I want to keep his wheels on the horizon. That's where I'm looking, is the horizon. And keeping him.
His wheels on the horizon.
Exactly.
Okay.
Using him like an attitude indicator. See how his wing rode's up there?
Yeah.
And there it is. See how I have to give it all that stick there as we rode through that thermal.
Okay. A lot more stick movement than I would have anticipated.
I was going to say, this is because it's fairly rough right now. If I was trying, this would not even be something I'd want to try to teach someone to thermal tow in, because I'm making it look a lot easier than it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stick movement here, I would think.
Yeah, if this was a situation where we were trying to teach it would have the tow plane going through our view sporadically.
Yeah.
Typically it's small, smooth inputs, and right now I'm making some pretty big ones and abrupt ones like that one.
Right. But you're not moving the rudder a whole lot.
Well, I'm not, and in this plane, the tow release is in the nose, so the nose always wants to point towards the tow plane, and I'm using the rudder just to keep the nose pointing towards the tow plane. Now, he's turning, so I'm using rudder out of that turn right now so I can keep that rope drawn a straight line through the middle of the tow plane, so we're a dead weight behind him.
You're using left rudder then?
I'm currently using left rudder so that I can keep us as a dead weight behind him rather than pulling his tail off to one side.
Yeah.
Pattern for us, yeah. We'll tow down Grand Avenue there, like we did that road, and then he'll turn up the spine and turn towards those radio towers you see over there.
Right. Does the wind or the direction of the wind have anything to do with it at all?
Oh yeah. If the wind changes direction, we'll be flying a different pattern. This is just what we normally fly on a given day, everything being equal.
Okay. On the left and you turn it.
Yeah, I was ready for it.
Well, I'm trying to orient what you're doing with the stick and what he's doing when he hits
yeah, these are our little indicators what's about to happen. When I see him bounce, I know it's going to be pretty good.
But you're really using opposite stick from where the wing...
Exactly.
He goes up on this side, well...
And I'm trying to keep that wing down, so I push the stick towards the up way. See, he just hit some lift there. There it is.
anybody else up today?
I think we're the only glider up right now. I think all the others are down. Descending turn away. Alright, did you reach down there and pull in some trim? At least, yeah. One more notch. There we go. Alright. So, why don't you grab the stick here, take the control. Okay. Alright.
Now, when I'm supposed to be looking at the horizon to keep the nose down below the horizon,
we want to keep the nose slightly below the horizon.
What part of the nose are we talking about? Right here where the canopy, or?
Well, okay. What I like to tell people too is you saw there's that maneuvering handle on the nose, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say you've got a magic marker taped to that thing and you're going to be drawing a line with it on the horizon. Where would you put the nose to be on the horizon to draw a line with that magic marker? We would have it right about there, right? And you notice we do that, we start slowing down because our speed is slowly bleeding off.
Yeah.
So if you keep it down a little bit below the horizon, we'll keep our speed constant. Now, once you take the stick, okay? Alright, so let's drop the nose a little bit. That's good, right there. Nice smooth control input. Okay? Now, you were feeling as this coming up, you were saying stick and rudder together, and you're absolutely right. Let's make a turn to the right here. Push the stick to the right. And look at the yaw. See the nose dropping?
Yeah.
Pull back on the stick. Look at that yaw spring. What's it telling you? A little bit more rudder. A little bit more rudder. Right there. You go. Now, let's stop the turn by bringing the wings level, using the rudder again. Look at what the yaw spring is. Okay, there you go. Alright, let's make a turn to the left. And again, think about that marker on the nose, and you're just going to draw a horizontal line, except it's going to be to the left. Okay, feel the nose drop? Feel it dropping? Okay, let's roll it out, stop the turn. As you go into the turn, the nose wants to drop. As we come out of the turn, the nose wants to come back up. The reason is the wing is holding the glider up, right? When we bank it, that lift is no longer as much perpendicular to the ground as it was before. So you have to provide a little bit more with the elevator, okay? Okay, you see this road down below us here?
Yeah.
That's called Grand Avenue.
Oh, this long one right here.
Yeah, okay. That's the boundary of the drop zone. We don't want to cross it, so let's turn to the right, parallel to it. Okay, let's parallel the road. Sinking air, so we want to speed up to get through it to be efficient. So put the nose down a little bit. There you go. Alright, we're through that sinking air, so let's pull it back up to where it was. A little bit more, right about there. Now, what I want you to do is pay attention to outside, not the airspeed itself, but look at what's happening outside. See the nose drop a little bit, whatever. If you hold that attitude, we're at right there, we're right at 50. And that's our best glide speed for this thing. So this is the attitude you want with all things being equal, right? Okay. If we hit sink or something, we'll speed up. So like I said, don't worry about what the actual speed is. Worry more about keeping your pitch constant, which will keep you a constant speed. Alright? Okay. Let's do a complete circle to the right. Okay, you see your nose dropping just that little bit? Let's pull back on the stick. Pull back on the stick. Okay, put the stick back in the middle. Kids want to overbank. There you go. Pull back a little on the stick. Pull back right about there, right? You got it. And you see how you are having to keep a little bit of stick out of the turn to keep it from overbanking. And look at that. We're actually hit a thermal here. We're going up. 90, then go back the other way, parallel and grand.
To the left?
Either way, I don't care whichever way you want to go. Okay, look at your yaw string. What's it telling you? There you go. Okay. You see at the foot, the bottom of the hills here, there's a brown water tank down there. Over here off shore. Is that water tank?
Okay.
I want you to point us at that water tank. Slow it down. Slow it down. There you go. Slow it down some more. There you go. Now, I'll take the controls for a second here. I want you to look at something. Down to our left, down below us, there's that T intersection down there. You see that?
Right here.
And there's the L-shaped building right there?
Got it.
That L-shaped building is what we call our IP, our initial point. When we come into land, we're going to fly over that building, and we want to be 2,500 indicated on the altimeter at that point. So we've got about 750 feet before we need to be back over that point, okay? So once you take the control, okay. Now, also, once we get past that IP, there's Corridon Road here, which goes back to the airport. That's another boundary of the drop zone. They cut that corner out so we can come in. So here we can cross over Grand Avenue. So let's cross over, and you see there's that school down there. Let's go over that school. Yeah. Okay, let's drop the nose. No, we flew through it. Okay. Climbing here, we've got lift. Slow it down a little bit. There you go. Alright. So let's make a 90-degree turn to the right. Okay. So I'm going to take the controls again for a minute. If you look down below us, you see that Y on the road down there?
Yeah.
That right there is another corner of the drop zone. That road right there goes back to Corridon. That's another edge, and from that Y out to the freeway out there, you see there's an overpass out there on the freeway. That's another edge of the drop zone. So just so you point that out to you. All right, once you take the control. Okay. Now let's point it back at our IP. Let's go to the right.
Go our IP. I'm sorry.
At that L-shaped building. Let's go to the right. Turn to the right. L-shaped building. We need to get it pointed back that way because we're getting kind of low.
Oh, okay.
Alright, if we head this way, I got the controls once you start our pre-landing checklist.
Hey, traffic?
Hey, we're looking for anything that might be an issue. We're heading to the initial point, which means if there are other gliders up, they could all be heading here as well. That's why we're looking for traffic. Okay?
Wind direction and velocity?
We're going to have a headwind and looking at the wind socks. It's going to be about 5 miles an hour.
What wind socks?
I'll show you when we get close.
Alright, runway choice?
We're going to be landing on 11 right.
Okay. And gear down?
And welded on this puppy.
Yeah, okay. Spoilers and speed.
Reach over there, grab the spoiler handle, rotate it down.
Okay.
Hold them open.
All the way
All the way open. Look at them. Make sure they're deployed.
Okay.
And then close them. Okay. The speed. We're going to fly about 60 in the pattern. I'm going to make a quick turn here just to lose a little bit of altitude. Make the radio call, get our nose down, nose down, nose down, right about there, that's good, right there. Outdoor traffic, glider, 900 Sierra, on right 45, for landing runway, 11 right, Lake Elsinore. Alright, so, good, nose down a little bit. Turn a little bit towards the airport. We're getting some sync here, so I just don't want us to get too far away. Alright, and there's the lift that comes along with sync. So you've got the controls, looking good. Now, I'll take the controls again real quick. You see right down below us, right down here, there's a windsock with some tires around it to the right, down below us. Oh, more to the right. Almost straight.
Oh, got it. Okay, with a circle of rock.
I was looking at that.
Okay.
Alright, now, I'm going to put us on our downwind leg. You've got the controls here. I'm going to work the spoilers, but I want you to walk you through the landing. Alright. Okay. Keep the wings level. There you go. Looking good. Okay. Speed up a little bit. Let's hold it right about there. Okay. Listen to the sound, too. Okay. I'll give you some clues. Behind us about 45 degrees is when we turn. I didn't show you where that is, so let's turn 90 degrees to the right. It's called our base leg. Okay, level us out. Level out. Alright. Now, if you look, I'll take the stick for a second. Between the ends of the runways here, you see there's another windsock with some tires around it as well. Right between the ends of the runways right here. In between them. See it? Okay. Right, you got the control. Okay. Now, I want you to turn us and line us up on the first runway right here to our right. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't think we were going to stop.
Oh, I let it roll because I didn't want to walk. We could have stopped it much sooner.
that skid plate underneath really does cause a lot of braking action, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Good flight. That was a good lesson. Some real good control there. And I pointed out some of the stuff in the drop zone to you. That's all on our SOP as well. Take a look at that, get familiar with where the boundaries are. And as we fly, I'll be asking you about that more often, or who